So I know that the first note of the song is a C. And at this point, that's all I need to know. If there are notes where it gets a little squirrely, then I will refer to the bass. But I've just got used to hearing what the notes are, and you can train yourself with that. You can like listen to the intervals. I mean, I'm sure you can all hear it's like the scale. Ba 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 ba. So if I hear bum ba bum bum, I know that next note's an E. Bum bum bum. Or if it goes bum ba bum bum ba bum, I know that's a C to a G. Ba 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 bum. I've just got used to doing it, and you can train yourself, and it's good for charting. It's good for hearing when you're playing and jamming with somebody, because you get to know what those notes are. And it's just one of those things you do enough times, and it just you kind of get used to it. So let's see what we got going on here. I like to try to write the chart as it's going along, which I find fun and challenging and slightly nuts, to be perfectly honest, but that's okay. Here we go. Oh, didn't go. Now it's going. Okay, here we go. That's the same, isn't it? Now, did I... 3, 4, 1. Okay, so see, it's the same thing. It depends how you count it. Now I'm counting this. Let me just go through what I just did right there, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Over the B, A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means repeat the last 4 bars right there. 4 with a squiggle underneath. Here we go. Same thing. Verse. Same thing. That's an A, F, C, D, F, G, A. I think that's right. It was going pretty fast there, but so I'm going to go back and make sure that I got everything. So we have the verse right there, which is there. See, everything is pre-marked out on the. We have the markers on the Pro Tools here, and you know, it's like I heard that went to an A, the F and the C. You just get used to it. And they've gone in the song before, so it's like, okay, I heard that there's C, A minor. That's how it works in my brain anyway, but it may be a little confusing, but you get used to it. Here's the verse. 2. C is the repeat 4. A minor. F, C, over the B, F, G, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, A, G, G. So this is a little interlude, and it looks like it's the same as that. Again. So I'm just looking at the again. So, okay. Here's where we save ourselves a lot of time, because I'm seeing that little interlude that was there is actually the same chord sequence as the intro. I fill in the gaps afterwards. So what I'm going to do, instead of writing all that out again, I'm going to do the biggest time saver and put repeat bars right there. Even though that might be a little presumptive at this point, but even if because I don't know if it's going to go all the way back to here and repeat there. But typically that will be the case. Shall we see? So we'll continue now. We had that interlude, which went all the way back. Actually, let me do that. We had that chorus there, and then the drums were starting to kick in. Here's this. Here we go. First, drums in. Drums on the second time. I know my writing is kind of like Egyptian hieroglyphic. Yeah, I can understand it. Okay, good. Ooh, no drums there. Oh, no break. A minor. Okay, cool. So that did go all the way through to there. Then there was a little bit of an interlude right there. The C and then the B. And then we're having what's on here is called the bridge. So, got that little interlude there, the C and the B. So it went down to a B flat there. And if you just listen, it goes boom, boom, boom. So it's like the chromatic rundown. So I know that that's a B flat right there. F, C. Same thing. That one kind of took me by surprise there. Let's see what that one is. I think that might be an E flat. But you know, see, my system is not completely infallible. Boom, boom, boom. No, check with the bass on that. I think it's an E flat. Hold tight. It was, yeah, it was an E flat. So there we go. Actually, you see, now I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I'm in a little bit of trouble because it got a little deeper there with the changes. Aha, that sounded like it might have been, I'm going to have to go back here. That's an F. E flat. F. C. Okay. I believe that's right. And look, I'm getting I've confused myself here with all this notes here. I'm going to go back to the bridge again, just to make sure. Actually, I think it's here, isn't it? Ooh, I'll sing that. We have F. Back to that C, okay. So the markings here are a solo verse, and then it goes into a chorus again. It could quite possibly go back to the top again, but let's just check that. I'll listen from here, because if it does, then I don't need to keep writing here. I could go right back to the beginning again. Let's have a listen. Solo. Verse, rather. Chorus. Yes. Okay, we're going to do some music theory right here, because I didn't need to go back to all that, do I? What I'm going to do here. The proper terminology for this is the dal segno. Google that. It means basically, in layman's terms, the sign. It's a sign. It's a sign to go back to the sign that comes up here earlier. DS. Dal segno. There's the sign. Look at that for hieroglyphics. And the sign is going to be put right up here. Okay? And it means that I am going to go back from that point. Why couldn't I put a repeat? Because where do you repeat to? Because we've already repeated to there. So the segno, the sign, goes back to that point. And we go all the way through. And then it goes through to there. But once I got to that point, well, where does it go? It goes to a whole new point. So, you've probably heard this phrase before. It goes to the coda. Coda means the ending, just like Led Zeppelin's coda. Coda was like the final statement, wasn't it? So, the coda, when we get to that point, goes to the coda right there. So instead of having to write all that out again, I just did the sign, and then we get to the coda. So where are we on the music here? Let's have a listen. We're somewhere in the chorus. Right there. No. Not exactly sure where we are, so we'll go back to the chorus, then we know exactly where we are. Bit of a breakdown there. You see no drums, and drums in. G, A, F, G, coda. Those are actually repeated. So I'll do the 4 right there, you see? F. Little hold on there. We got the outro. Okay. So, that little outro, I really don't like going onto a new piece of paper when I'm like there. That's why, if I can keep it all on one page so I'm not having to turn in the middle of a session, it's really, really good thing. So, you know, I should know the intro sequence by now, but sometimes you space, so I'm going to write it out down there, and then it happens twice, 4, and it ends on a nice big C. And there we have instant charts. Now all I have to do is play it.